Can I be honest? Not every meeting that you participate in is going to be riveting as you go through this academic life. But zoning out can cost you important information that you need to know. So here's how to stay focused and productive even when you're in meetings that are the never ending ones that you're trying to get off. So, hi, I'm Dr. Jessie Talley. I'm your faculty coach. And if you've ever struggled to stay present during a 90-minute faculty meeting or longer because sometimes people like to talk a lot, then you're not alone. I help early career faculty members navigate academia without burning out, without losing themselves, and also staying true to their values. So, today, in this last episode of Faculty Meetings 101, let's talk about how to manage your energy and attention without checking out during some of those longer meetings. So, let's get into it. So, one of the biggest things that you can do is to set 1 to 2 goals for each meeting that you're going to attend. So, that means you need to decide beforehand what you want to get from the meeting. So, what do you want to learn from that meeting? What do you want to contribute to that meeting? Or what do you want to track during the meeting? That might be helpful. So, this can kind of keep your brain focused because you know that you need to capture information about one of those 3 questions. So, this is going to keep you engaged during the meeting. The other thing that you're able to do is to create a 2 column note system. So that means you want to have one column that's for like your meeting notes and all of your reflections based on what you heard from the meeting. And then you want one that has like to-dos from the meeting listed on there. So this keeps you engaged. It also keeps you prepared for the next meeting or to know what you need to have done by the next meeting or to follow up with someone after the meeting as you're going through it. And so that way, you know, if you have to take those notes, you're trying to reflect and figure out what you have to do before the next meeting, then that will help you kind of stay focused when the meeting gets a little long as well. The other thing you can do is to take mini breaks. So obviously, if it's a Zoom meeting and you're online, then you can kind of take some 10-second breaks from looking at the screen, or you can also get up if you're in person, take a break, like go to the bathroom during the meeting. You can stretch, you can jot some notes and see if that helps to reset. And you know, some people, they may even doodle on a pad if they have something to write with to just kind of reset or do something if they get a little bit off course. So all of these things can help you kind of refocus on what you're doing as well as just looking over what you've written so far to kind of keep you in the flow of the meeting. The other thing you want to do is try to build in some recovery time. So that means after you get out either the Zoom meeting or the in-person meeting, then you don't want to jump straight into the next meeting. You want to make sure that you have a little bit of time. You don't even want to jump into teaching or doing some type of writing. You got to give yourself at least 5 minutes at the lowest, but you want to make sure that you give yourself a little bit of breather to recalibrate because sometimes it's hard to kind of go from a long meeting to going to something else that's more taxing on the brain right after because you're not in that frame of mind. So staying focused in long meetings isn't about willpower. It really is about the strategies that you take that we talked about today. So you want to make sure that you build those systems that support your energy as you're going throughout those longer meetings. And if you want a full plan on how to thrive and to make sure that you're putting in a tenure plan that helps you to get to your goals on tenure track, then make sure you start out and look at my tenure track starter kit, which is a self-paced course that's in the comments. If you want to hear a little bit more about academia and how I go through it, like and subscribe to my channel, Academic Insights, where you're seeing this video. And as always, make sure that you do your work. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed this Faculty Meetings 101 series and that you are doing well in your meetings, that you're taking that time out, that you're learning how to say no, that you also are doing what you can to reduce your fatigue. And I'm hoping that you're doing great this semester. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.